Ого! Ёб твою мать! Ого! Ёб твою мать!
There was a massive strike on military targets in occupied Siedove in Ukraine, right on the border with Russia, just east of occupied Mariupol. Reports that Russian munitions storage as well as aircraft were hit. The explosions in the so-called Siedove near Mariupol are reported by the local mass media. The Russians have repurposed Siedove into an ammunition depot and military vehicle parking area. Sedov is located on the shore of the Sea of Azov, more than 100 kilometers from the front line. That is, most likely, the strikes were ATACMS, or Storm Shadow long-range missiles. Now that top Ukrainian officials are confirming that the war has reached a stalemate, these strikes could be a good way to degrade Russian defenses and create a chance for a more serious breakthrough.
Включает, ну, видно. То есть я такой первый раз в жизни вижу. У нас пропал свет. В розетках вначале стало 140 вольт, потом 190, ну и сейчас не знаю. Небо просто озаряется.
As Ukraine continues to methodically destroy Russia's military capabilities with missile strikes, Russia launches missiles at random civilian targets in Ukraine. This Russian missile landed on a street in downtown Odessa, leaving a massive crater. Russia is a terrorist state.
Ебать.
The Russians published a video of a Russian S-300 installation destroyed by a strike of the armed forces during movement in the area of temporarily occupied Berdyansk.
First hand, wherever I fall, the grass is wet. Here it is, the SS-3 installation. Punched in on the go. That's where she came from. And there you see the asphalt is broken. A spare part is lying around. Oh. Here the asphalt shattered into pieces, drove out, caught fire. They came up with it, damn. Well, they put flowers there because there are victims. Won't they go? In short, they nailed the point, broke it up.
The successful counter-battery fight continues. Ukrainian warriors destroyed two enemy Tu-C7 Pion artillery systems, BM-21 Grad artillery system, and two C-19 Mista-S self-propelled howitzer by 44th Artillery Brigade. Unsuccessful attempt of the Russian air defense system Strela-10 to shoot down the Ukrainian reconnaissance UAV Fly-Eye in the Donetsk region. Russia's defense ministry has announced the successful test of the Bulava intercontinental ballistic missile capable of carrying a nuclear warhead. The Russian military agency says the Emperor Alexander III's strategic cruiser has successfully launched the Bulava sea-based intercontinental ballistic missile from the White Sea. The report says that the firing of the ballistic missile is the final stage of testing, and the cruiser should now be accepted into the service of the Russian Navy. Croatian MV-10 Bison demining machine used by Ukrainian sappers. Howard Buffett, we are asking Ukraine to fight this war in a way that we would not fight it ourselves. There are certainly cruel and immoral aspects to the West's timid support of Ukraine, as the country sacrifices itself by fighting evil on behalf of the entire free world.
There is no time to look back, and I'll tell you why. Because what we do now is going to change the course of history, and we have to be on the right side of history. Less than 18 hours ago, I was in Ukraine, and I saw some of the same images I've seen on multiple trips, and I have to ask myself, why? Why are we continuing to see this, and why are we continuing to let it happen? I acknowledge, I appreciate, I thank everyone for everything they're doing to support Ukraine, but I've got to say that at times we've been timid. We've been helpful, but we've been slow, and at times we've been indecisive. We're not providing Ukraine everything that they need to win this war. And worse, we're asking Ukraine to fight this war in a way that we would not fight it ourselves. So why are we holding back? Some are operating from fear. I'll tell you, no one has ever won a fight being scared of the consequences. John McCain said, to not provoke Putin is to show weakness, which will 100% provoke Putin. All of you know that quote. Senator McCain understood the consequences of our near silence when Russia went into Crimea and pushed west into Donbass. This time, we cannot fail in our judgment. We have no room to fail. Some are concerned about politics. Well, those politics are getting people killed every single day. Some are worried about escalating the war. For those, I simply ask if you're even paying attention to how the geopolitical landscape is changing and has already changed. It's not to our advantage. It's to no one's advantage that's sitting in this room. And do you have the slightest idea of what our world will look like if we fail Ukraine? On my last trip, well, a few trips ago, I met...
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.